Hello and welcome back to another FoxyNoTail live stream. As I look around seeing what's gone wrong today, it doesn't look like anything's gone wrong. Everything seems to be in order, which is weird. Nothing ever in order when I start a live stream. Something's obviously wrong. I'm sure someone will point out to me in a second, we can't hear you, or something's, are you inside out? I don't know, something will be completely wrong. Tell you what is wrong. Tell you what's totally gross as well. There may well have been a daddy longlegs in my tea. See, I got the cup out the cupboard, rushing to get to the stream as usual, and I poured the hot water in the cup. And as I did that, a daddy longlegs flew at me, but I didn't see where it came from, and there wasn't one flying around the kitchen before that. So I can only imagine that the daddy longlegs was indeed inside my cup in the cupboard, and the hot water made it jump and fly away, which kind of makes me not want to drink it anymore. But the boiling water should have sterilized any bad things that it left behind there, so it should be all right. And I really, really want to drink my tea. Crane fly for non-Brit, says JCB. Yeah, speaking of JCB, hello, welcome JCB. Also, we're still on Minecraft 1.17.10 on Truly Bedrock because JCB won't let us update. Isn't that right, JCB? It's nothing to do with me being lazy at all. Definitely you spitting your dummy out and throwing a wobbly because you don't want to update. Crane fly tea. It's the new flavour that everybody's talking about, and for some reason I'm upside down. You might notice my background's changed a little bit. I've been fiddling in the room a bit. I didn't say fiddling. Oh, jeez, no, I've set Lofty off now. No, I've just moving some things about, and I've got a big light now somewhere that way, and it does stuff. But it's oh, jeez, now I've got to do a push-up. Oh man, what do you do that for? What do you do that for? Oh, jeez, some lucky one. May I order? Foxy, you said the F word. I didn't say fiddling, Lofty. Rotate our face, put it in my head because of that stupid sound clip he did earlier from 2018. Right, I'll do my push-up quick, and then I'm going to crack on with many things. Let's go back to that one so you can see me. Oh, you won't be able to see me very well on Puppy Cam today because Puppy Cam's move. But at least she's light now and closer. I love you, says some lucky one. Thank you. I think it's strange. You shouldn't tell strangers on the internet that you love them. It's a bit odd. Just saying. Right, let me push up. Jeez. One. That's all I had to do today. Just one. There you go. I've done me one push-up. Got to get that blood pumping ready for the stream, says JCB. Yep, I certainly do. Well, I did that. Jumping out my skin when the crane fly jumped out of my cup of tea earlier. That definitely woke me up for the stream. Right, I need to chuck away a load of junk that I've got in my inventory. I've not been on for a while. In fact, the last time I was on Truly Bedrock was on Friday when Slack and I continued our efforts to make a gold farm and failed miserably, which you'll see on Friday, potentially. I'm actually thinking about releasing a different video on Friday first, so you might see it on Monday. Depends whether I dare. You see, the thing is, what happened was, and I'll be honest with you, right? Slack and I have been recently building some farms, and you might not know that if you haven't been watching our videos, but we honestly have. It's the true story. I'm not lying to anyone. And one of the farms we recently built was an iron raid farm, which was a lovely farm, and it worked lovely. But because of that, we had both between us invented a new type of very easy to build. Blue Lily, thank you, but I'm talking. Stream ladies interrupted me now because of you. No, thank you very much for your subscription. Honestly, very nice. Thank you very much. But where was I? Yes. So, we invented a new type of farm, which was amazing. And because of that, we invented a new type of iron farm, which is very easy to build, very easy to put together. And Slack then went and built his own in his base. And when I saw him, we both mentioned that we wanted to do tutorials. And I said, I want to do one of the iron raid farm. And he said, yeah, no problem, bud. I'm going to do one of the iron farm. I was like, oh, that's good then. We can both do separate ones and not stand on each other's toes. This is good news. And then I spent a whole day trying to build an iron raid farm in Minecraft 1.17.32 and continually running against problems because that version of the game is completely and utterly broken in every way possible. So, as my friend level... Oh my goodness, Bob Reen! Does no one want me to finish my story? Gee whiz, what do you mean I'm going on a bit? You're going on a bit. So thank you very much, Bob Breen. Subscribing with Prime for 5 months is very, very good news. Yeah, so then what I decided to do, because iron farms do work in 1.17.2, was to put together quite a nice iron farm video, which I'll thank you very much, JCB.
XXJCBXX cheered. 100
for 100 bits.
Hype train close.
So I'm really, really proud of the iron farm video I've put out, but what I feel really bad because Slack's put out an iron farm video, and I don't want to be like the guy that steps on his toes and goes, hey, bud, look, I've done one too, you know? I just feel a bit mean. So I kind of want to delay it for a while and maybe do the Iron Raid one first because I figured out how to do it. I just haven't recorded that one yet. And I'm going away this weekend. I'm going away to Yorkshire to do a walking weekend with Nelly. And it's going to be tricky to find a video for Monday if I don't put the Iron Farm one out. And I would rather put it out on a Friday because it's the sort of video that would do better on a Friday than a Monday. So what do you guys think I should do? Do you think I should just hide from Slack Lizard in a hole somewhere and pretend that nothing happened and don't know what he's talking about and release the video anyway? Do you think I should talk to Slack Lizard about it and hope that he's a decent person and understands my situation? Or do you think I should be a good FoxyNoTail, not release the Iron Farm video and just not have a video on Monday and release something else
100.
when it's time? There we go. Blue Lily is cheered. Thank you very much. 100 bits as well. We started a hype train. Thank you. Talk to Slack first, I say, says Lofty, but that seems too simple, Lofty. I wonder what Slack would say.
Well, that seems too simple.
Yeah, I knew he'd say that. I don't know. My worry is, and I'm sure he won't because he's a nice person, Slack, but my worry is if I talk to Slack about it, he'll say that he doesn't want me to release the video. And I worked so hard on it, and I'm really proud of it, and I would really like to. And it's not the same design he's done. It's very different, but it's kind of the same. Lawful Meteor says, I would talk to Slack. JCB said, just tell Slack about it. I'm sure he'll be fine after he shouts at you. That's what I'm worried about. This tea, even though it doesn't taste any different from normal tea, it tastes different to me now because I know it's had a thing in it. I'm not drinking that tea anymore. It's going away. Yeah. I shall drink this tea instead that didn't have a crane fly in it, but that's too hot at the minute. So what I'm going to do in the meantime is drink water. Take the telling off, then do it, says JCB. It's easier to get told off after you've done it than get told off before, feel guilty, and then not dare do it, though, isn't it? That's the thing. That's the thing. Seabones is subscribed for 22 months.
Subscribed.
Thank you, Seabones. Technically Seabones too. But yeah, thank you. Oh man, look at all this stuff we've got here that we don't want. We don't want that one. We don't want that one. We can't be building houses and streets and paths and stuff with all of this junk. Potatoes, they're no good for us. What we're doing today. An empty one? What am I supposed to do with that? Put things in it, I guess, would be the obvious answer there. But that's, you know what I mean. Don't be facetious. Yes, it's a word I learned a while ago, and it crops back up in my brain every now and then. I like it, because no one else knows what it means, but you do know what it means just because of the sound of the word. Ranger said, just put out the Iron Farm as part one of the Iron Raid Farm. Well, that's the thing. I am planning on doing it as a sort of well, not a series, but a series of tutorial videos that are linked together. Because when I do the Iron Raid Farm, it is going to revolve around you having the knowledge of how to build the Iron Farm. So that I don't have to go into massive depth on the Iron Raid Farm and how to build the Iron Farm all over again. So they are going to all be connected. But I want to also get a lot of them... Sorry, I've got a runny nose again. I want to get a lot of them recorded before I start uploading them so that I have a system. Does that make sense? Probably not. I don't make sense, so it probably didn't make sense. Because I don't make sense. Which is fine. Don't have to make sense. So Foxy is an ask for forgiveness, not permission kind of guy, says Lawful Media. Jesse B says no, but also hi. What? No to what, Jesse? No, don't tell Slack, just do it anyway. Just forget our friendship and just do it. Or no, talk to Slack first. Also, hi, Jesse. I really feel like I don't think I've got a runny, but I really feel like I need to. I want one moment, please. I'll turn my face cam off for a second. I feel like I've got a right runny going on. I don't want to wipe it.
74D30 just subscribed. Thank you for all the enjoyment and the hard work you do for all of us.
I'm going to do... You can hear it, but you just... anyone joining in now is going to be going away again very quickly. Lovely, lovely stuff. You didn't turn your camera off. Well, that's going to be a bit of a problem, isn't it? Hello! Juicy, says the Redmond Yak. TJ74D30 subscribed for 13 months. It's ridiculous. Thank you very much for your subscription. And he says, well, they say, sorry, I don't know. I just assumed. That's a bad thing to assume. Thank you for all the enjoyment and hard work you do for us all. You're very welcome. I'm sure Slack won't mind, says Lofty on repeat. Lofty, bump the record. You're on repeat again. Some lucky one. This is family-friendly thing. Please don't put references to illegal things in my my chat, because it will end up with you being banned. Oh, JCB's not even messing. You already banned them. Didn't get no second chances with JCB. Jeez, but some lucky one told me they loved me, JC, and you just got rid of them. You meanie. I can't believe you did that. Anyway, Jesse, what was you saying no about? I didn't quite catch what you meant when you said no. Not JC, Jesse. Whichever. Jesse, you said no when you came in. What did you mean? No what? Vex says, hello, Foxy and chat. Well, hello, Vex. How you doing? Oh, sorry, I forgot, said Lofty. Don't worry about it, Lofty. I forget all the time. I can't remember. It's fine. Can't be bothered playing with trolls today, says JC. Okay. JC, I came in and you said not to tell him, so I had no context. Oh, okay. So I just said no. Fair enough. Fair enough. I understand now. Right. I'm feeling like there's no music on, but there is. It's just very quiet. What am I doing? I'm building. What I'm doing is we're continuing this. But do we continue it over here and risk getting a little bit close to Groover's place? Hello, goat. Or do we go round the other side? Because I do want to put some of these on this side as well. And I would like to make... In fact, you know what? Let's do the path around the edge of the pond. What weird music is this? I like it, mate. It's really cool. What is this rubbish? We're going lo-fi instead of hi-fi. Hi-fi is weird. This is Stream Beats, by the way, because my other playlist had copyright problems, so I can't use that one anymore. It wasn't me, it was the playlist, mate, honestly. The last stream, oh my goodness me, the last stream we did, or was it the one before? Do you remember I was like, we were listening, the music was on, and then all of a sudden, there was some weird music playing with vocals, and I was like, what's this music? This isn't right. What had happened, even though I strictly tell Spotify not to autoplay anything, because I play my music through Spotify, it had decided it had forgotten all about that, and it just started to autoplay a load of music that was completely full of copyright. So then I had, when I uploaded my stream to YouTube the next day, YouTube was like, you can't have that, mate. And it made me delete half of the stream. So that was no good. So thanks very much, Spotify, for ruining my live stream VODs. Jeez, I had that ticked for a reason, mate. You go around poking your nose in changing things without asking. Stupid Spotify. Apparently, I've collected all of the level 1 emotes. It's only visible to me, though, so I better not turn him on. Spotty, through your music taste needed revision, said Swindlespoon. Yeah, I think so. Elevator music, says Millsy. I reckoned. Jesse B says, oh, that was my favourite song, Rude. I don't think it was, Jesse. Dad Plays 33 says, hi, I'm new to stream, came over from YouTube watching your videos and had give me a new line of life with this game. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, and thank you very much for coming over from the channel. It's nice to see a little bit of cross-contamination between the channel and the stream. It's what I want to see. It's what all streamers on Twitch that do YouTube videos want to see, really. Difficult thing to do, but it's nice when people come across. Nice to have newbies that are not technically newbies. You know what I mean? Oh, good. Thanks, mate. Right. The reason I'm digging that wall back a bit is because I don't really want to ruin this bit area I've done too much, because I quite like what I've done there. We are going to bridge across here and we're going to cut round there. That's fine. But I don't want to ruin all that. I think it looks quite nice. This bit all looks complete junk, but we can cut a lot of this away. Maybe even make a little bit of an archway that we can go under, almost like you going under a little bit of the cliff. Could look quite nice. What do you think, Jessie B? What do you think, JCB? I'm new as well, says Lofty. Yep. Oh, you're new every stream. You are always thinking, who's that Lofty? Every time, every stream. I'm wondering who are they? Who's that Lofty? Spotify did the same thing when I had selected shuffle and repeat on a specific playlist. Started adding stuff to it after a while. Yeah, I'm worried it's going to do it again today because I was listening to Spotify. The thing is, Oliver shares it on his iPad, so it's probably him fiddling with things, to be honest with you. But I was listening to some Ed Sheeran in the kitchen while I was cooking, and I asked it. I did the whole. Oh, I better not say it because it'll go off. But when you go, okay, Google, right? And you go, play this on Spotify. And I asked it to play the Ed Sheeran Eraser album because I really like that album. And so it was like, yeah, no worries, mate. I'll do that for you because that's how Google always responds, isn't it? It's like, oh, yeah, no worries, mate. So I was listening to that, which was great. But then all of a sudden it decided after 3 songs of that album it was going to start playing me music. We had... what's that? I got the power. That one. I really like that song as well. It's not Sugar Babes, is it? It's Little Mix, is it? That one. I really like it. But I was like, why is this come on? And then a load of music I'd never heard of before came on. I'm like thinking, well, then none of these are Ed Sheeran, but they're all right. But this is not what I want from you, Spotify. When I ask you to do something specific, that's what I want. I don't want a bit of that and then something else. A little tunnel would look lovely, says Jessie P. Milsney, just gifting tier 1 sub to FoxyNoTail's community. They've gifted a total of 13 in the channel, and that was to Coffee76. Thank you very much, Milsney. Very much appreciated. Glad I'm not the only one that had trouble with English, lol. I'm just building a kelp farm and then I'm covering the mountain in stone, says Dad Plays 33.
Dad_plays 33 just subscribed.
And then Milsney just chucking Dad_plays 33 a sub. Now you've gifted 14. Thank you very much for your generosity today, Milsney. This is very nice. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, my friend. What a lovely, lovely thing to do. It makes Tuesdays all the more better when you've got lovely people doing lovely things. Now this music's gone silent. Has it just stopped? No, it's just a really quiet song. Of course it is. Spotify, are you supposed to have things to stop this from happening so that all of the music comes out at a nice level and you don't have to keep turning your volume up and down? It's like, nah, I don't think so. Dude, well, for what? You who? I don't know what you're on about, mate. Clearly. Useless. Absolutely useless. Don't know why we bother with this modern technology. It's sort of a half tunnel, Jesse. It'll have to do. I'm not doing a full tunnel. Full tunnels, just too much like hard work, and I'm lazy. Valerin says, how's it going, Foxy in chat? Well, I can't speak for chat, but I'm doing very well, thank you very much. How are you doing? Doing pretty darn good, I will say so. I'm having a nice time, doing nice things, and I'm going to need many more moss, by the way.
Oh my goodness, someone has just subscribed for 11
I know that noise.
That is nearly a whole year, it's so close.
My goodness me, Japes!
TV just subscribed for 11 months.
Butting in on my territory there, thanks to Stream Lady. I was mid-sentence then, you just like one blundering in. Have you seen about Japes? Yes, I've seen about Japes. I was reading it. No, just in case you haven't seen it. Shut up. Let me read one for a change. No. Stupid Stream Lady. Now I know how other people feel when they're in a conversation with me. You can't get a word in edgeways. It's very frustrating. So anyway, yeah, Japes, thank you very much. 11 months. Overhangs are perfect too, says Jessie B. Well, thank you very much for being very kind. Very kind today. Not like you at all. Wow, rude. Hey, I'm rude. I'm mean and I'm rude and I'm nasty. And what are you going to do about it? Absolutely nothing. You can't stop me. Stop listening, I guess. Unsubscribe. Stop following my channel. Report me. You can do all those things, actually. So don't do that. I'll be nice. I promise. Jeez.
Limamonkey5 just subscribed for 6 months.
Wow, thank you very much, Limamonkey5. Limamonkey5, what a nice name. Limey Monkey 5, not Limamonkey 5, Stream Lady. If if you're gonna interrupt and butt in, you might as well get it right, stream lady. Jeez. Limmer Monkey 5. Thank you very much, Limey Monkey 5. Miz is here, saying very true story. Wow, is that in response to me saying that I talk over people and you can't get a word in edgeways by any chance, Mitz? Jeez. You know, of all the people I thought would support me, it's normally you, and you just straight in there with your knives, stabbing me in the back. Wow, thanks, Mitz. Can always count on you. Reliable Mitz, that's what they call you. Meanie. Looks a bit flat, that bit. I think we need some leaves or something dangling down, but it's not too bad, I don't think. Oh, some dripstone coming down from there could look quite nice. Maybe, possibly. Truth hurts, says Blue Cat. Wow. Lofty said ban Stream Lady. Then Phantom Instinct says yes, banner. Wow, we're getting rid of Stream Lady. Jeez. You guys are ruthless. All absolutely ruthless. Right, before I start going off and getting dripstone, let's do the floor of this thing. Let's get all this nice and tidy. Yes, get stabbed in the back, says Phantom Instinct. I'd rather not, actually. Thank you very much. It's kind of painful. Blue Cat Eyes is here. How are you doing? What's going on? What's new? What's happening? Well, many JCB heart emojis going on in the chat. This is good news. I like to see all of this friendliness and love shared around with everybody. It's good. What a lovely, warm, welcoming community you all are. A lovely bunch of peeps. Couldn't have asked for a better one. I don't know what I did to deserve you all, really. Probably didn't. It's probably an accident. But it's a good accident. I'm happy about it. Right. Smash a few holes in the floor and put some torches under there. That's how I roll. Underfloor lighting. So you can't see an RTX, but you know mobs aren't going to spawn there. Until they fix it. Because they fix everything that I like. Like the ability to have tridents not fall through the world when your chunks load. Or mobs or minecarts fall through the world when your chunks load. Do you know what that's what it is, by the way? I wrote a whole ranty script for a video today. About all of the problems. Yeah, you know when everyone's saying, oh, my tridents are disappearing, they're despawning. They're not despawning. They're falling through the world because the entity is loading in before the chunks are loading in. So, which is really useful. This mesh is closed, so it must cause lag, says Phantom Instinct.
1,000.
Wow, Lima Monkey. 1,000 bits? Whoa. Thank you very much. Jeez. So, yeah. Next time you lose a trident, just check that it hasn't fallen into a block below where it originally existed, because sometimes the world can load in as it's falling, and they can actually end up stuck in blocks below where they started. Sometimes, you know when you've got a nice glitched minecart hopper inside of a block in your trident killer, and you've gone, oh, that glitched minecart's despawned. It hasn't. The trident's fallen through the block and killed it. So often you'll find those minecarts in your storage system. But on the same story, the minecarts are also despawning, which is not good. But there's a couple of problems affecting it, so it's not always obvious which is the right one. That's why we all love Bedrock Edition, because it works perfectly. 99% of the time, 49% of the time, it works every time. Oh, I'm using the wrong dirt. I don't want that dirt. I want that dirt. Don't want rubbish, boring dirt. What am I using that for? Ways to share the love while not saying the word, says Blue Cat Eyes. Oh, ranty, you Mr. No-Tail, surely not, says Japes. No, I know. I must have mistaken myself for someone else for a moment. I don't think I've ever ranted about anything in my life. I'm such a nice, laid-back, easygoing person. I don't really generally have an opinion on anything. I just sort of take my, roll with the punches, as they say. Take it as it comes. Whatever happens, happens. That's me in a nutshell, really. Just like that. 4 minecarts in storage system, no trident lol, says Carol. I'm not. Yeah, I did say they still do, but it's not always that, is what I'm saying. Okay. What I'm saying is I'm, you know, it's not always, but it is sometimes. Okay? That is you, but you whine while doing it. Rant, says Mr. Balrog. Wow. Wow. What a high opinion of me you all have. Here we go. Yes. Much nicer, interesting looking path. Doesn't look too bad, I don't think. Probably do with a couple more. I ain't got any more. I was going to say a couple more cobble slabs on the floor just to make the floor a little bit less flat. But apart from that, I'm relatively happy with how that looks. Pop that in there, that'll do. And we'll have one of them in there, why not? I was just saying it happening to me exactly as you described, but over 2 messages, lol. So it's kind of, I best read the other one then. That exact thing happened to me on Super X. Well, there you go. Should have read that one first, really. Oh, I should have read that one first. Right, so what we're going to need from the storage area, we definitely need cobblestone. We've got no cobblestone over here at all. We need cobble. What else do we need? Oh, I wanted dripstone, didn't I? It looks like we're going to need some more of that as well. Have we got any more of that here? Yes, we have. We don't need more of that. We're good for that. We do need cobble. Wobbly, cobbly, bobbly cobblestone is what we need. In that order. And I could really do with some more of those as well. So moss. I'm going to need more moss. Where's my moss box? Be nice if these were colour-coded. It would make life a lot easier for me. Okay, do you know what? Let's sort this out. Otherwise I'm going to spend all the stream just looking through my boxes and not getting anywhere. I'm going to have glass over there. No, I'm not, because I could block that box. I'm going to have glass over there. Okay. Andesite there. What's in this one? Right, bits of stone and stuff. So we'll put that over there for now. Let's find another one with andesite and things like that in there. There will be one, I'm sure of it. There we go. Look, another one with andesite and stuff in there. No wonder I could never find anything. Right, so now we want stony ones. There's a stony one. I found a stony one, peeps. Good at finding stony ones. And neither of those are stony ones. So we'll put the stony one there. And the tough one, because it's of a similar colour, can go with that. Now, we've got dirt. Not dirt. Not dirt. Got any more dirty ones? There we go. That'll do, because it's greeny, dirty stuff. Where'd it go there? That can go there. Oh, smooth basalt. We've got a basalt one in one of these. There we go. Look, basalt and smooth basalt together. That makes sense. More greeny stuff. So that can go there. Then wood. Move that over here, because that doesn't match. All of this random stony stuff in there. And that can go with the stony stuff over here. And then we're left with the deep slates. Oh, look at that. It all worked out perfectly. 1, 2, 3. Now we're all colour-coded and ready to order. Ready to order, please. I'll have a steak and chips. He'll have the chicken nuggets, chips and beans, and she'll have the salad. Oh, stereotypical. No, she don't like meat. Oh, okay. Hello from server X. Never leaving love. Bones, says Bones. Hello. JCB, love your content as well. Such a great community surrounding truly Bedrock, says Limey Monkey 5. Foxy Pickle Filter isn't on, says Lofty. You are kidding me, Lofty. Not again. We haven't started another live stream and completely forgotten to enable... Oh, jeez. I can't believe it, Lofty. This is a disaster. It's an absolute disaster. And do you know what else is a disaster? We've got moss. So that's not a disaster. But the cobblestone that I need is in an area that I can't go. Because there's nothing under the lake. So don't worry about it. Don't even ask what's under the lake, because there's nothing there. It's just rocks and stone and the sort of things you would normally find under the lake. And I just happen to know that there's probably, if I was to look hard enough, many cobblestones down there. But we're not going to be able to go find the cobblestones down there because I can't go under. Oh, jeez. I've got a bit of cobblestone. Maybe that'll do. Maybe that's all we need for today. We don't need any more cobblestone. This is fine. This is a plentiful amount of cobblestone. What would we need more cobblestone for? We wouldn't even know what to do with it if we had more cobblestone. This is plenty. More than we could possibly use. Dripstones I wanted. Jesse says, "Oh, your pickle's broken. That's so sad." It is. It is. JC then says, "Jesse sounds like too much information." Jesse then says, "OMG, no." Foxy, what's under the lake? Says Phantom Music. I don't know why people keep asking me about that. I have no idea. There's nothing under the lake. Don't go under the lake. Brad Breen says, "Hi Foxy, did Jessie B ever get your villager to have Unbreaking 3 books?" Yes. No. She gave it to Fortune 3 books because that's exactly what we wanted. Thanks, Jessie B. Would recommend your services again. Wow. Anyone want to take a swim in the lake? Says Crafter Dad. No, I'm good. I'm all good. I don't want to take a swim. I didn't bring it. Oh, do you know when I had that empty sugar box earlier? I'm kind of regretting we don't have it now. Oh, jeez. Right. Squidge all of that into there. That's fine. We got that. Squidge. No, can't squidge that. Oh, jeez. I'm going to have to go get another sugar box because I'm stupid, basically. Is it me or Chains and Lanterns a rip-off? Says Dad Plays. Chains and Lanterns a rip-off? What do you mean? What? Oh, you mean expensive? Oh, they are very expensive. Yes, very expensive. It's like shopping in one of JCB's shops, buying Chains and Lanterns. Ridiculous. Just unbelievable prices. They might as well write on the top of it, "Seeing you coming, mate," on the shop title. JCB says, "I'm being good. I got told off something rotten after the last stream." What did you get told off for? Foxy Unbreaking 3, please. Says Phantom Instinct. It's all good. I like Fortune 3. In many ways, it's just as good as Unbreaking 3. Honest. I wasn't just completely disappointed when I saw the villager had totally the wrong trains and was rolled and couldn't be undone. I was really happy. It was good news. Made me feel really happy to have invited Jesse to come and fiddle with my villager. Thanks, Jesse B. Oh, I see. Yeah, told you off for swimming in the lake. Don't swim in the lake, Jesse B. Don't do it. No, her shop is named Dewey, Cheatham and Howe. Dewey, Cheatham and Howe? Oh, I see. I see, I get it. I don't know why I'm going home again. I want to put these here. I don't want to go overboard with it. I think just a couple, though. Otherwise, it's going to look a little bit too much. Maybe one on the edge. Have we got an edge one we can pop it on? Ah! Jeez. If that's a box, oh, it's cobblestone. I thought it was going to be a box of Unbreaking 3 books. I thought the guilt had finally got to you. Thank you, Jesse. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. I don't know why you punched me. I'm so nice. Why my shop not expensive? Cheaper than the dumb shop, says JCB. That's nothing to be proud of, JC. The dumb shop's a complete rip-off as well. They're just total rip-off shops, all of them. I'm not shopping at them. Too expensive. Foxy, did you know if you swim in the lake, you'll get many mine coins? Really? How many mine coins are we talking? Just made it to see Foxy terraforming a bit, lol, says Gamo. That's me. Terraforming a bit. That's probably about as much as I'll do as well, because I'm not really good at it. I'm not 3 bad, but I'm not really good. Let's stick a bit of sand in there that doesn't match and doesn't go, but it's fine because it's clogging up my pockets and I want to get rid of it. There we go. Can put more bits. There we go. Yeah, blends in lovely. Yeah, this needs, I think, more stone. I think it needs like more andesite and stone coming through there. Maybe a bit of cobble as well. Chuck that in there, make it look all nice, won't it? Hey? Beautiful. That's what we're after. Andesite that we can chop to bits, and just normal stone we can chop to. I'm sure I had stone slabs. Where did I put those? In one of these boxes. There it is. No. Yeah. I knew it. Haha. Slabs, please. Thank you. What part of the UK are you from? I'm from Northamptonshire, says Dad Plays 33. I'm from the northeast. Well, sort of. A lot of people consider it Midlands where I live. It's absolutely not Midlands.
Subscribed for 4 months.
I live in Cleethorpes. Hello! Who was that? That was non-existing, subscribing with Prime for 4 months. Thank you very much for your subscription. Amazing. Good job. Saying hello, Foxy. Well, hello to you as well. Thank you very, very much. It is very much appreciated. There we go. Let's stick a few more torches down here as well. Let's get this a little bit more well lit. No doubt there'll be a creeper going off soon. There's always stupid creepers. Oh, I've run out of torches. Great. Now we need more torches. Yeah, put some of those torches you ain't got down the hole. That's what I'm going to do. Well, that's where I keep my torches. I have to use my torch handles then and get some of my torch heads and put them together myself. Has anyone got a torch spanner?
Peachy 1982 just subscribed for 2 months.
Don't worry, I didn't need one. I was able to do it with my own hands. So I'm very strong. Peachy 1982 just subscribed for 2 months with Twitch Prime. Thank you very much, Peachy 1982. That is very, very much appreciated.
Sylvester 20,054 just subscribed.
Sylvester? 20,054 apparently. Just subscribed as well. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Loads of subscriptions today. Very, very lovely of you all. You're very generous. I see you've managed to completely ignore September, where you got a discount on them last month, and you've just gone straight in for, I don't care, we'll do it this month instead. Which I appreciate. Why, don't conform to these stupid ideals that Twitch try and makes you to do just so they can make more money. Speaking of more money, I'm very, very, very cross with Twitch right now. I'm sure you've all heard, and if you haven't, then you're probably going to hear in a minute, what a ridiculously rip-off, horrible, nasty system that they're currently trialling at the moment. Another reason for me to want to take the step towards moving over to YouTube streaming. It's gross what they're doing. Absolutely disgusting. What are they doing? Well, if you haven't seen it already, I'm not telling you. I'm sorry. No, you can't just do that and not tell us. I can. I just did. That's Chuck's secret base in the lake. The plot is thickening, says Limey Monkey. Who's Chuck? What Chuck? Leave my base alone. I ain't got a base. What secret base? There's nothing under the lake. Leave it to me. Don't go in the lake. Phantom Instinct says, Foxy, will you ever play the lovely, very simple, not stressful Ark? I actually used to have, until literally a couple of days ago, videos of my Ark Let's Play on my channel, if you went back far enough. I've unlisted them all now, though, in order to tidy up my channel. I actually unlisted 333 videos from my channel on Sunday. Why? Because they didn't make any sense to be on my channel. They didn't have many views. They were doing more harm than good, so I haven't deleted them. I just unlisted them all and got rid of a load of playlists as well. So yeah, I have played Ark. I used to really like Ark, but I had to play it like on a server, well, not like a public server, a private one where you could tweak things because it's just way too slow. Way too slow. It takes forever. I'm not into the games that take forever. I like the games that go nice and fast. So yeah, we used to have like taming. It would take half an hour to tame a dinosaur instead of 300 hours. So, right, that doesn't look too bad. But this looks a bit weird here. Maybe a bit of moss in this bit here might help. More green along this side. That might do us a favour. This sort of very sort of splodgy, solid mud bit. That's there. There we go. That's sorted now. He says and spends 32 hours building a lake. Yeah, but there's a bit of a difference. When you're taming a dinosaur in Ark, you're literally just stood there doing nothing. You stand there doing nothing because you can't leave because then it gets eaten. So you just sit there and it's a massive waste of time. And it's not like you can AFK it either because you've got to eat and you've got to fetch more berries to put it in and you've got to keep it asleep with the not whatever they're called. Narcotics. It's ridiculous. It's so slow. Those games are designed for massive multiplayer where you've got millions of people that can take it in shifts and turn it and take turns doing it. And I don't like playing those sorts of games where you've got loads and loads of people in a team and you're going and attacking everybody. I just don't enjoy them. Limey Monkey said, what channel will you stream on YouTube? Well, I'd probably stream on my YouTube channel if I was to stream on YouTube. Just a wild guess. You are against boosting your streams as Lawful Media. What I'm against is the thing that annoyed me the most about the Twitch live stream was actually for the first time seeing the people behind Twitch and the blatant lies and the dodgy looks on their faces and the fact that they couldn't even say what they were saying without looking guilty. They made me... before that, I honestly thought that, you know, everybody hates on Twitch. Everybody hated on Twitch for the hate raid stuffs and how bad they're doing with all of these things. And I honestly thought that in the background there would be good people behind Twitch doing good things. After watching that live stream, seeing who's in charge and the lies that they told in order to try and push onto the world that this is a good thing that they're offering people, I feel like they're just a complete bunch of crooks. I honestly do. They just look completely untrustworthy. They look just complete rip-off merchants, and I don't believe they've got anybody's best interests in mind other than their own. So Jesse B there saying it being like a hype train rugby one. If you don't know what we're talking about, basically Twitch have said that they're trialing a system where you can, or not the streamer's viewers, so you guys could pay Twitch, not me, I don't get any share of the revenue, to give me impressions on the Twitch homepage, which basically has been shown makes no difference to the streamer anyway, really, because the discoverability is so bad. What it also means is that the only discoverability that Twitch naturally has, which is the homepage, is going to be completely worthless from the point that they make this they stop taking it out of testing and make it live, because everybody's just going to know that it's just the highest bidder that's paying to go on there. So it's going to be completely pointless to even try. But the problem is they make it into a game. So they're going, right, okay, as soon as somebody tries to boost your stream, and it's not expensive, but it is still money, they then put a hype train thing on there and they're like, yeah, give us more boosts and more boosts and more boosts. And they're trying to egg you on to, and that doesn't, and they're saying, oh, you know, the streamer won't get any of that, but it costs Twitch to promote the streamer, which is nonsense. It doesn't cost them anything because it's a completely 100% automated system. So they're just pocketing that money, and they've made out that this was the community had asked them to do this. That's what they kept saying over and over again, really trying to sell it to us that the community had asked for this. This is a response to the community, and it's nonsense. No one's asked for that. And if one person has, I bet that's it. So the fact that the community have been begging Twitch for so many things, like better tools for moderating against hate raids, better tools for discoverability, better tools to help you get discovered on YouTube and on Twitch and manage your channel, which they haven't done. They've just completely ignored, and they've gone, well, there's tools that exist elsewhere, so just use those. But then they're going, hey, look, everybody's asked us for this amazing thing to give us more money that doesn't benefit anybody at all apart from Twitch, and we're going to push that on people. It just makes me sick, to be honest with you. And if I knew I wasn't going to take such a massive hit in income by streaming on YouTube as I do on Twitch, and that is the only reason it is financially for me that I'm here and instead of on YouTube, then I would go, because I really don't want to be associated with that type of business. But I don't have a choice, seeing though this is a big part of my income stream now, and I have to earn money to survive, sadly. Vex Alta says, so it's a pay-to-win popularity contest. It's basically bribery. What they're saying is, if you give us enough money, we'll put you on the homepage. It is just open bribery. So yes, it's pay to win, but that's what it comes down to. It's they're saying, you put money in our pockets and we'll put you on the homepage. It's gross. And there's no guarantee you're going to get on the top spot or anything like that, because you're competing against everybody else that's going to be doing it at the same time. So it's just a really awful, nasty, greedy, sucky system that I really hope collapses and falls flat. Jesse B says, it really changed how I view Twitch. Yeah, me too. Genuinely, I honestly thought the best of Twitch before that, and now I genuinely just think they are disgusting. The team behind it, their attitude towards streamers, their attitude towards viewers, and I don't intend, as soon as YouTube make it a viable place to actually stream for a smaller streamer, then I'll be gone. partnership or not, I will disappear. I only got Twitch for my daughter to watch MCC. It did not take much to see. It's not kid safe. Yeah, you're going to find that with any type of live stream content, though, because it's generally the younger generation that finds the whole, well, being edgy and doing things that are not particularly nice for family-friendly audiences that, that stream. So, that are or popular at least. So they're the ones you're going to see. So yeah, streaming's you've got to look a long way to find a family-friendly streamer that you can actually rely on to be family-friendly. That isn't just going to all of a sudden one day be playing a game that's completely inappropriate for your family. And you know, it's like with me, my kids, I let Oliver watch YouTube, but only the channels that I know and guarantee will only have family-friendly content on it. And if I think for a second that channel's swaying from that, I won't let him watch it anymore. And you can't do that with streaming because it's not organized in that way, sadly. I wouldn't recommend streaming for kids at all. If you've got kids with you while you're watching this, then yeah, great. But you know, or at least you should know, or you should be comfortable with the fact that we might say a few slightly risky or risque type jokes, but you're never going to actually get anything that you wouldn't see in something like, I don't know, DreamWorks or Pixar or something like that, I guess. So, well, at least I hope. That's the plan. Jesse B says, the way they were trying to say this will help small streamers was gross. It's pay to play. If you have a small audience, you're just trying to gouge them for money. Exactly. How is it going to help small streamers? The only way it's helped small streamers is if you're one of these types of people, and plenty of them exist, sadly, but one of these people that's quite happy to just beg your stream for money. You know, your viewers, and be like, hey guys, you know, you can really help us out if you spend all your money, but I'm not going to get any of it and you're not going to get any benefit from it, but you know, Twitch will get it and they'll put us on the homepage, which won't make any difference to you in the long run. It's gross. It really does make this whole thing feel totally like just begging rather than you guys being generous. You know, generally speaking, when you're subscribing or you're throwing bits and stuff about, that's really nice. It's fantastic. It's a really great and lovely way to feel like you're earning a living because you feel like people are genuinely interested in what you're putting out there. You're not asking for it, you're not begging for it, but that's what this is effectively trying to get you to do, isn't it? I meant some of the contents to Swindlespun. What, MCC, you mean? Yeah. Vex Alta says, if any of the money went to the stream, it would still feel gross, but at least it would still help streamers. Well, I think it all should, shouldn't it? Because Twitch, it doesn't cost Twitch anything. I mean, if they're going to have a system where your viewers are paying money during your stream, it's your stream they're paying for. It's nothing to do with Twitch. Yes, Twitch are hosting a platform. It doesn't cost Twitch any extra to put you on the homepage. It's ridiculous. And it's not like I'm saying, oh, I want the money for it, because I don't like the idea of it anyway. I think the whole idea of it's gross, but I just think it's even more gross than them trying to say, oh, yeah, we're not going to give anything back to the creators or the viewers. We're just going to completely pocket it and then tell us that that's because it costs them to put it on the homepage, which is complete nonsense. Swindlespun says she keeps telling to say swipe or don't swipe when she sees you. I don't know what that means, Swindlespun. I'm not down with the kids enough, I guess. Vex says, my kiddo watches me, but it's only TB with me, but it's only TB members. Yeah, that's fair enough. I think generally speaking, as long as it's a TB stream as well, I think all of the TB members at this point are 99% family friendly. I think Liara used to do non-family friendly streams, and I know Zloy's dropped a few words in his streams that probably not as family friendly as others, but I don't think they do that on actual truly Bedrock streams. We used to actually say that if you were, as one of the members' guidelines, if you like, if you're making content for truly Bedrock, it needs to be family friendly because we want obviously to be inclusive to families. But I don't think we ever really stretched that out to be part to do with streams as well. I think that was always just Minecraft videos at the time. But then streaming wasn't a big thing when we were coming up with all these guidelines and things like that. So, or it wasn't for us at least. But now nearly, I think all of us actually stream. In fact, a lot of us stream more than we make videos. Some of the time. 99% of the time. Fox, in Dora the Explorer, that steel stuff, says Mr. Balrog. Oh, really? I haven't seen any Dora the Explorer. Sorry about that. It wasn't one that my kids found particularly up their street. Oh, I can't. Oh, man. All of these solid blocks getting in the way of my torches. Do with some more moss around this bit. This B says, used to do the odd mature games on stream, but will likely start a second channel for that now. It's tricky because you do want to be able to... You want to be able to do everything on the one channel because at the end of the day, you want that channel to grow. I've got the Duckshot channel and I do stream on there very rarely, but it really does great on me doing that because I want this channel to grow. And I think, well, why should I not be able to stream mature games and mature content on this channel? But then I have to remember I made that decision to be a family friendly channel. I made that decision a long time ago to ask people to trust me that I would be. So for me to then go against that now and go, oh no, actually I'm going to do mature games on this channel, so sort of is not really fair, is it? So that's why I choose to do it on a second channel. Not everybody has to do that, and not everybody has to be the same. And I know a lot of people don't agree with those, that ideal or how that works, and that's absolutely fine. That's just me, because I know from my perspective of having my kids watching it, what I would like to see from streamers or people that make content. So I try and do that. But it doesn't bother me if other people or other TB members don't do that. If they want to do mature streams on their channel, that's their channel at the end of the day. It's nothing to do with me. To be honest, if someone will ever beg for a donation or something, I won't go do it at all. Not like you. So it's great someone will donate some of their bit of money, says Gamo. I think I must have read that one, Gamo, because I got a bit lost in there. Sorry about that. Lovely says, Dora the Explorer, Foxy. There's a fox that swipes stuff. Oh, I see. The Limey Monkey says, on another note, what's up with the Patreon server? Is there a process to be accepted to it? Says Limey Monkey. You need to be over 18 and a patron. That's it, basically.
Lowen just subscribed.
Johan Lowen just subscribed for 17 months with Amazon Prime. That is impressive. If you're wondering why that's impressive, it's because Amazon Prime is not the easiest thing to subscribe with. So, yeah, well done. Good job. Thank you very much. It's amazing. Jesse B says, is that the lens in which I make... Is that the lens in which I make content as well? As a mum, I would... What would I think if my kids watched? Yeah. See... Most of the people that you'll see streaming or content creators are probably, no, maybe not most, but maybe the popular ones at least that you see have probably not had kids yet. Go back to the originals like Stampy Longnose and all of those. They're like in the 30s now, but they've not had kids or anything. Now Stampy he wasn't actually. He started off not family friendly, but he decided to go family friendly because he realised the majority of the audience was kids, and that's what he decided to cater to. Dan TDM, similar sort of thing, but he always kept an edge. He always kept like a more edgy style and, said that I'm catering to teenagers rather than younger kids, which was absolute nonsense because it was mainly young kids that watched him. But he still maintained an air of family friendliness about him. Whereas other people like Logan Paul and Jake Paul and people like that know absolutely 100% that all of the people that watch in their channel are under 13 years of age, yet they won't hesitate to try and sell them anything and swear and do stuff that's bad that they shouldn't be teaching young kids to do, and basically being terrible role models. They don't care because all they care about is the fact that they've got popularity and they've got money, because they've got no understanding at all what it's like to have kids. And in my opinion, people like that are just completely selfish and generally bad people. But I've never actually took the time to actually sit and watch anyone like Jake Paul or Logan Paul. I'm only basing that off the few things I have seen of them, which has generally been the negative and bad stuff. So maybe there is good stuff out there that they do. But I know for a fact I wouldn't ever want my kids watching them, and I certainly won't want my kids doing what they do either. So I think it's a strange world we live in, with lots of different rules and ideals and what's good and what's bad and what's acceptable and what's not. And I think we've all got to probably find our own path in that. I don't think there's I don't think everybody's right or everybody's wrong. I don't think I'm right and everyone else is wrong. I think we just all need to find what's most comfortable for us and what we tolerate and what we think's okay and get on with it. I had a lot of problems with Oliver when he was little, fighting at school. So we made a conscious decision to not let him watch superhero movies or anything with like particular amount of fighting in it, so that he didn't replicate that at school. And that made a big difference to his, how often we were getting called in to nursery school about him fighting, So whereas Jack, on the other hand, has never, that I know of, done anything wrong at school, never been called in, never had to go in to see any of his teachers, never had any teachers ever say anything other than he's a brilliant student, he's always doing brilliant. So they're two different kids that require two completely different parenting methods. So I imagine that, if that's just the difference between my two kids, it's going to be hugely different for everybody else's, especially around the world as well. So you just do what you feel comfortable with, I guess. And as a content creator, do what you think is fair within your, within what, even if you haven't got kids, put yourself in the mindset of people that might have and do what you feel is comfortable, you're comfortable with, what you can sleep at night with, I guess. No, I've read that one. Lawful Macy says, true parents see things differently. Them two make my teeth itch, says Dad Plays. I'm assuming that's Jake and Logan Paul. No, they're going to get you for digging dirt with a pickaxe, Slimy Monkey. No, we don't have people that get you for things like that in our community. They're very nice over here. Oh, look, Puppy Cam disappeared. JCB says, we can protect every kid from watching inappropriate content. We can't protect every kid from watching inappropriate content, but we can help by offering the option. Absolutely. It's not our responsibility at all to be babysitters or to protect other people's children, but we also can be very, very aware, having our own kids, how difficult it is and how impossible it is to watch them 24/7 on what they're doing. And it's dead easy for the people at YouTube or the TV channel producers and things like that to say it's the parents' responsibility to make sure their children are not engaging in stuff they shouldn't be engaging in or watching this type of material. That's not possible. It's absolutely not possible, and it's not fair to ask parents to do that. Yes, you're right, it's the parents' responsibility, but you can't look over your kid's shoulder 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, especially when they're out with their friends or maybe they're in their bedroom. Everyone's got an electronic device these days. Everybody's got the TV. Everybody's got access to YouTube one way or another or streaming. It is absolutely impossible to monitor that content for a child as a parent. And saying that it's the parent's responsibility to do that, to get away with just doing what you want and what you think you can get away with, is, in my opinion, is just not a fair thing to ask. I think people should be aware, and I think the world needs to sort of change and evolve to understand that we don't have a watershed anymore. We don't have at 9 p.m. all of the TV channels are allowed to swear all of a sudden because the kids are in bed. There's no time on videos now because you can watch anything anytime on-demand content, whether it's YouTube or TV or whatever. It's all whenever you want to watch it, however you want to watch it. So you've got to be, as a parent, a lot more switched on to what your kids can do. You've also got to know that their friends are going to be doing it. And do you want your kid to be the only kid at school that can't have that or can't access that and get bullied because of that? You've got to draw new boundaries and new lines of what's acceptable and what's not acceptable, and where you're going to bend the rules and where you're not going to bend the rules. And you've got to hope that the rest of the world is going to do the same thing and understand, hey, look, people have got kids and they're struggling to stop them from seeing this awful content. So let's lend a hand by not putting out such bad content. That's my view on it. Jesse B says, Ethan has a big hero complex, so we've had to curb what he's allowed to watch because he was getting into fights when he felt someone was picking on others. Yeah. I've seen that plenty of times as well. Not with my kids, but yeah. They're all different, kids. They've all got to treat them the way they need to be treated and dealt with. Having kids changes you, period, says Swindlespoon. Yeah, absolutely does. Vex says, also teaching them that sometimes they will see it and hear it, but that's okay, it's wrong to use. Yeah, Oliver's like that with swearing. It's impossible to not have your kids hear swearing these days. Absolutely impossible. Whether you, again, hear it on something that's on TV or passes by, and it's just getting generally, I think, it feels like it's just getting more just used in general day-to-day conversation. You hear more people, or at least I do, hear more people swearing just in natural conversation than you ever used to. And I think that's just a change in how people talk to each other. I think that's just a natural change in human language and how we respond to certain things. So you can't go to a cafe and have a burger with your kids, or or something to just a coffee. You can't take your kids out without hearing. And I hate to use this word in a bad sense, but like a bunch of builders or, a couple of workmen that aren't just effing and blinding and saying stuff. Or you can't pull up in a petrol station car park without there being a younger person there in their car with the windows down with explicit music on, things like that. It's impossible, absolutely impossible to get away from that. So you've just got to teach your kids and hope that they understand that, yes, swearing exists, but it's not appropriate to use in their circles and at their age. And Oliver's really good with that. He knows it, he's heard it, he's seen it a million times, but he says to me, I can't say that until I'm 18, which I'm like, no, that's absolutely right. You can't say any of that until you're 18. What your mum says and what I say and what these people say, that's what you say when you're older, if you want to. You don't have to, but that's just one of those things. And he gets it, which is great. Miami Monkey says, my 13-year-old loves watching everyone on the server, and I'm definitely okay with all the content you put out. She's pretty responsible for her age, and ask if it not seems appropriate. Yeah, I think 13's the new 15, to be honest with you, when it comes to maturity. Certainly for a lot of people. I see a lot of very, very mature, level-headed sort of 13, 14-year-olds these days, whereas when it was my age, you were, it's like, you were still really immature and doing stupid stuff and saying stupid stuff and having stupid ideas when you were like 16 or 17. So I think, again, that's just another example where the world's just changed. Vex says, we as parents just have to teach our kids the best we can and hope they use guidance properly. My 3-year-old is obsessed with 4 Adley, says Dad Plays 33. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I feel so dumb. Rangers Edge says, seems like a good kid you got there, Foxy. He can be. They're both brilliant in their own ways. Oliver's so loving and caring and thoughtful and really, really does look out for you and just wants cuddles and stuff like that all the time. Jack's not like that at all. Jack's very much reserved and keeps himself to himself, doesn't really like to sort of, I don't know, he doesn't put himself out there much, really. So Oliver's more like your best friend. He'll do absolutely anything and he's always happy to do it, whereas Jack's more like your typical teenager. I don't really want to go out, don't really want to do this or that. But Jack's so switched on, so level-headed, so responsible. I would trust him with absolutely everything. He's more like an adult than a kid, I guess. So yeah, I've got 2 very, very fantastic kids, but both completely differently in their own little ways. So I'm very lucky indeed. RO2 says, the world has become super diverse. Like you says, kids have access to so much more unsupervised info. The same also goes for parents gathering info about how to do the parenting. Everyone does their own thing. Yeah, but there's no standard for parenting. And there's no school. Well, I suppose actually there is parenting schools. You can go to parenting classes and stuff like that. But I mean, how does a parenting class keep up with the times? You're always winging it as a parent. You're always completely just making it up as you go along. And you can Google how to do this and how to do that and put parent controls on things. But everybody's got a different view on that. Everybody's got a different, what's it called? Like tolerance level for that sort of stuff. It's impossible as a parent to do the right thing these days because there is no right thing anymore. It completely comes down to what brain freeze. What feels appropriate for you, I guess. So yeah, I agree and I disagree with that statement. I don't think you can learn how to be a better parent in today's society by looking on the internet. And there's certainly no handbooks out there to do it. You've just got to be switched on and understand it, which most parents probably aren't. Because, and I say that because they're not attached to the internet like we are. You're watching this stream. I'm, doing this stream. We're all very much in this little bubble that we've got, understanding of what's going on that the kids see and what they have access to. But most parents don't. My parents don't. I know, Oliver's friends' parents got no idea what goes on YouTube and stuff like that because they don't care what they're watching. They've got the iPad, they're shut up, they're being quiet. Parent can then go off and do what the parent needs to do and, relax and not have to worry about things. Little do they know what their kids are actually watching. And it was kind of like that when we were young, but the difference was, we were probably playing like Mortal Kombat instead of Donkey Kong. So we were playing a game that was an 18 or a 15, or watching DVD or a film that was a 15 rather than the 12. And our parents were sort of turning a blind eye to it because we were quiet and keeping out the way. But I just think that level of information they've got access to now, and because it's amateur, most of it is just people that are not regulated, that it's not published content, is just completely and utterly wild. It can often be way too, well, not right. A lot of political stuff on there that just is not appropriate. How do I grow these? Oh, I see. I just have to keep, collecting more berries that way. And then I can grow it. Okay. Sounds exactly my kids, Foxy says, Mitz. Do you like the black thing in the item name? The black thing in the item name? I don't know what you mean. Twin Husband says, there was nothing like being handed a newborn baby and thinking I'm responsible for this person. Yeah, I know, right? That gets you, doesn't it? Oh, no. Surely something's gone wrong here. This can't be my responsibility. I don't know how to do this. Jeez, help, Mum. First thing we do when we have kids is run back to our parents and try and figure out what to do. You suddenly realise you don't got this. And you're like, this thing relies on me and I don't know how to handle it. Help. Give me advice, please. Rangers said, I think I'd make a horrible parent. I have zero tolerance. Yeah, you think that until you maybe of other people's kids. But when it's your own, it's different. Not everybody's a perfect parent. Not everybody's a great parent. But I think most people would say when you've got kids, as soon as that kid's born, it's like you become a different person. You genuinely do have a wake-up experience. And like, oh my goodness me, you just become something else. It's like the Green Arrow. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it. You can never explain to someone that doesn't have kids what it's like to have kids because you'll never understand. Until you have, you've absolutely genuinely no idea. And it's dead easy for parents to say that because they want to maybe feel elevated or they want to maybe feel like superior to people with haven't. But it's not that. It's just you genuinely don't know until you've got kids. Oh, what's this Groover guy? Groover guy coming through with a raid. Thank you very much. Welcome, raiders. How's it going? When I was young, the only thing we played was outside, says Lawful Meteor. I spent a lot of my younger years outside, going and calling on my mates on my scooter out on the street, playing on my bike. Those were the days. Word in the old says Foxy. 1 Bash says greetings, Groover. Mitt says I became a whole different person. Tired. Yeah. B Silver B says, good day, Foxy. Phantom Instinct. So having kids is like Green Arrow. Interesting. Because you become someone else and you become something else. A parent. What's up, Groovers? Says Limey Monkey. Gamo says, we can do our best for our children and hope that kids will listen to our advice and remember those things later on. Specifically what I'm doing with my daughter, every time she asks without please, she won't get anything. And always be respectful to other people and say please, thank you, or something you don't like to eat. You can say it friendly to other people. That's the most important thing. Yeah, basically manners. Yeah, manners and respect goes a long, long way. Yeah, that's a difficult thing to teach. One of Jack's biggest issues, and it was totally my fault, was when he was younger, was being appreciating things. Like, he was so spoiled, and that was a result of my that was basically my fault. Guilt of not being there full time. My family also having guilt of not being there full time and just going completely overboard at Christmas and birthdays whenever he was here, giving him stuff that he didn't need, just ridiculously spoiling him. And as a result of that, he became what was basically just very selfish because he just expected to be given all of these things. So he never like his P's and Q's suddenly disappeared, and he no longer was grateful for things at Christmas. And he wasn't like ungrateful. He wasn't just like, oh, I don't want it, this is rubbish or anything like that. But there's just the appreciation for stuff disappeared, which I found really frustrating. And it took a long time for me to understand that it was a result of the way that we'd been, this guilt of being separated parents or separated family that had done that. And once we started understanding that and dealing with Jack more appropriately, as you would as if he'd have lived at home, then Jack all of a sudden became a lot more seemingly appreciative of the things he was getting, because we weren't just spoiling him completely rotten every time we saw him. So that's another hard lesson I learned as a parent, that the kids really do thrive on structure. And you might sometimes feel like you're being horrible saying no, or you can't do this, or you can't have that. But it's actually when you set those boundaries for kids, and yeah, they might not like it when you say it, but it's those boundaries that shape them into the people they are and give them that respect that they then use themselves later on. So it's really important. That it's a hard one to do. And I think the best way to sort of describe it is, I did said this to someone the other day, not too long ago, is you can't be, I think it was Jesse on Twitter actually. Jesse was saying something about having some problems with Ethan or Evie or Ethan at some point, or so I can't remember exactly what it was. So sorry, Jesse, if I'm making a mess of what you was going on Twitter, but basically said it's very difficult or almost impossible to be a best friend and a parent, because the kids need to know that when you put that line in the sand, when you draw those boundaries, that they need to be respected. And if they don't respect them, not necessarily like a harsh punishment or anything, but they're not going to get their own way. And when the children learn that those boundaries exist, and they suddenly respect those boundaries, and then you've got much easier kids to deal with, much happier kids, much friendlier kids, because those kids feel structured and like they suddenly know what's acceptable and what's not, and they got a better way of dealing with the world and seeing the world. So it's a really like interesting thing to go through, I guess. Does that make any sense at all? I don't feel like it did. Reefslayer says, I always felt like the best way is to place the expectations and hope for the best. When my kids are watching videos or streamers, they generally know what is good or bad and ask if they can watch something that is questionable. So far, it seems to be working out well instead of constantly watching over the shoulder. Yeah, that's good. Razor's Edge says, my nephew is a very loving individual, but he's also very spoiled. He says please and thank you, but then also gets handed the world, and it actually annoys me. It's very difficult to stop your grandparents doing that. The more time your kids spend with the grandparents, the more difficult it becomes, because grandparents just don't, or in my experience, don't have that ability to say no to their grandkids, or at least mine don't. They just it's completely open wallet season when you go to the grandparents, and the kids can do anything, say anything, have anything, and get away with murder. And I find it, or I used to find it, thoroughly frustrated, because it's just like, I'm trying so hard to set boundaries here and be a good parent, and you're making it impossible. But then, like, my kids spent a lot of time with their grandparents back then. We don't see them nearly as much anymore, so it's a lot different now. So, and that's not like through because of like family fallouts or anything. It's just the way the world goes. As I've got older and more confident with my kids, I don't need to rely on my parents as much. So, you know. My stepson knew no really early. My wife was single parent till he was 4, and she wanted an upstanding child when other people would try and spoil him, she corrected it. Today, never really asked for anything. Grandparents are getting mums and dads back at you, back for all you did to them. Yeah, basically. Our kids' grandparents' wife's side literally said they will spoil their grandparents as payback on their own kids. Wow. Mitt says, mine were mean with us, me and my sisters, but spoil my kids. Yeah, that's typical grandparents. Typical grandparents. The whole situation is that I can give them back. I don't have to deal with the consequences. I can give them all the sugar I want because they're going home again, and it's not my problem. That's what I think it is, at least, anyway. How do you feel this is coming along, by the way? Speaking of things that kids should and shouldn't be seeing, Oliver's really gotten into... He gets a lot of stuff from his sister. His sister's taking him down a bad alley. She's only a couple of years older than he is, but she's a rumman, she is. Anyway, so he's been watching things like the Enderman rap. Is it Dan Bull that does that? The Enderman rap and the Creeper rap and all that sort of stuff? I think it's Dan Bull. Anyway, there was one he came across the other day, because I was sort of, I've not really listened to them, but I kind of had them on in the background, and it seemed okay. We listened to one of them in the car. I wasn't really paying attention. It seemed all right. But then all of a sudden, there was one that really shocked me with the word that it had in there. I genuinely couldn't believe. It was one of those bits, you know, the comic thing that some people do where they'll do a rhyme, and the rhyme, you expect them to say a bad word, but then they actually say a different word that doesn't rhyme in order to sort of throw you off. It's done in parodies quite a lot. It's done in comedy sort of songwriting quite regularly. But the word that came up was one of the most offensive, awful words, and the next word he used actually meant that he said that word, but then sort of elongated that word to mean something else. But Oliver's then singing this along with headphones in and saying this word unknowingly, and I'm like, well, okay, you can't listen to that channel anymore. No, that's got to go off. And he's like, oh, but I really like this one. I'm like, I'm really sorry, but I know you don't know what that word means, but it's not an appropriate word. You can't listen to that. And he was good about it. He was like, yeah, okay, fair enough. But he was sad, you know, which is awful that your kids suddenly, you know, can't do something that they were doing absolutely fine, and then you've got to take it away from them. But that word, it was the C word, and it's not nice to hear your kids singing the C word. It's awful. So, yeah. Dan Ball, yeah, says Logan Plays Minecraft. Jesse B says, my in-laws spoil the heck out of my kids. It annoys me a bit, but since they only have one set of grandparents, I don't make a fuss. Yeah. When it's not too regular, you just sort of roll your eyes and go, well, it's not very often. The point I was talking about, Jack was spending every like 2 days a week with his grandparents, and it was driving me nuts. JCB says, same Mitts. Must be a generation of grandparents. They insist we were horrible kids, but my grandparents didn't spoil us like my parents spoil our son. Vex Alter says, yeah, my grandparents, I didn't spend much time with my grandparents, to be honest, like in that sort of way. I used to go and my nana would pick me up from school when I was really young, but there was no like spoiling or anything like that. From either set of grandparents, so it was completely different. We hardly spent any time with ours compared to what my kids spend with theirs. Vex says, my daughter's mum always complains to me that I made her the bad mum and I'm the fun mum. So I was like, I was like her. I just have so much in common. The Creeper rap is good, says Lofty. JCB says, oh, wow. Yeah. Blue cat eyes. Oof. Mr. Balrog. Oh, no.
Teddy Legend Gaming just subscribed.
Thank you
Wow,
very much.
18 months of lurking.
Streamlag.
Lol, how are you doing, Foxy?
Teddy Legend Gaming, 18 months of lurking, subscribing, saying, how are you doing, Foxy? I'm very good, thank you, Teddy Legend Gaming. How are you doing? What are we up to? Razor Edge says, my mum spoils my nephew for sure, but my sister does so more. For example, she recently got the boy a guinea pig, which itself isn't a horrible thing, except my nephew doesn't take care of the 2 pets he already has, being a cat and a dog. Yeah, that's not great, and that's not great for the animals either. I've seen that a lot as well, where you get a pet and they play with it for 5 minutes and then the pet just gets put in a cage and left for a long time, and then they get another pet because they want something else because they've seen it on the internet. In fact, that's another set of videos Oliver's been watching on YouTube, on kids YouTube, and it's actually really good. It's called Mouse Escape, but it's actually a hamster, and these people have made the most ridiculous real life like sets that this hamster just goes through, and it does parkour, and there's Minecraft thing. It's crazy. It's really, really funny. It's really good, and you should definitely watch them with your kids because they're really nice. Like I've not heard it though, so there could be just swearing all the way through it. I don't think there is. Oliver had his headphones on, but it's just a hamster going through these massive mazes that they've made. It's ridiculous. The amount of time and effort that went into building these sets just for this hamster is absolutely insane. Jesse B says, Ethan listens to them. Now I have to pay attention. Yes, quite, Jesse. So just be mindful. I can't remember which one it was exactly. Probably on my YouTube history. Let me just see if I can. Oh no, he's got his own YouTube history now. Oh, I think it might have been Spotify actually. Can I look at Spotify history? I don't know how to do that. But yeah, it was bad. So just check the words out on those ones. Mitt says, I know, right, JC? Well, I wasn't that bad as a kid, but yeah, I didn't get spoiled by my grandparents. Dad Plays says, we had to ban my 11-year-old from Roblox because of words like that. Yeah, been there. Teddy Legend Gaming says, I'm good, thanks. Millsney No Worries, and Rafay says, hi there. Well, hello. Right, peeps, we are 1.5 hours almost into this live stream, which is about 3/4 of the way there. So, we've been talking about parenting and all that good stuff for a long time. There's 111 people currently viewing, which is absolutely ridiculous. Did you know we've had 45,000 views to this, not this one stream, but my streams in general. We've now got 6,092 followers with 189 subscribers. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And on that note, I would like to say, has anybody out of those 6,092 followers of the 111 people watching got any questions or anything they want answered? Anything, go for it, whatever. If it's a stupid question or if it's ridiculous, we'll cope with that as it comes up. But don't hold back. Ask some questions. Anything you've got on your mind. Also, don't forget to go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, And I know it's you. You haven't done it yet, and I remember you were thinking about it the other day, but you didn't. Just go and do it, because it's good stuff. You'll enjoy it. See that? I did advertising. I did marketing. This is good news. Did you film doggos today, says JCB? No, I'm going tomorrow, because the weather was bad today, so hopefully the weather won't be quite so bad tomorrow. Where do I buy fuel, says Swindlespoon? Up north. There's plenty of fuel up here. Sparrow says, what's the most common question you get? How did I lose my tail? How do I join? Mitz gets all the questions. Pickles will tell you that it was all the technical questions he gets asked. How do I add add-ons to the server? How do I do port forwarding so I can share my BDS? How do I find my IP address? All of those sorts of things. Woden the says, not a question, just thank you for all the laughs. Well, thank you, Woden. If you put a question mark on it, you would have counted, but no, you just couldn't be bothered, could you? Ranger's Edge says, when are you planning to continue the add-on tutorials? Ranger's Edge, I have been putting that off. I've been putting it off, even though I know I want to do it and I know I need to do it, but they're such awkward videos to make. And because I want to carry on from where I was at, which means I've got to watch them all again and learn where we're up to, I've been putting them off doing it because I've got more important things to be doing. So that is just a case of kicking me up the rear end and getting me to do it. So just keep bothering me about it and it'll come, okay? Dad Places, I need help with villagers. I heard you was the person to talk to. I am the person to talk to. I know everything about villagers. You ask away. What do you need? Great Days says, but I did. Michael Sweet says, are you getting the booster? I haven't been offered it, but if they offer it me, yeah, absolutely.
General_Jag just subscribed. Keep it up, chap. Excellent content as always.
Logan Plays Minecraft says, have you played Skyblock? I have a long time ago. I really enjoyed it, actually. I have considered doing Skyblock series, but I've been doing a lot of reading and a lot of research on YouTube recently, and I have realised many things. And that means that survival series other than truly Bedrock is not going to be happening on my channel anytime soon. I need to be more consistent with the content I make. I need to have survival Let's Plays for my regular subscribers and viewers that 66% of you, of the poll I did on YouTube recently, said that's what you're looking for on my channel. So those are there to stay. But I also need to make content that's searchable, like tutorials and farms and videos like that, which is going to bring in new subscribers. Because my Let's Plays, let's face it, don't bring in many new subscribers at all. They're there for you guys to enjoy. But I need to bring people in. So I need to make two different types of content. One that's going to be clickable on the homepage. When you see a video from me, you're going to go, yeah, I'm going to click that because that's an interesting FoxyNoTail looking video. And another one where it get found in the search engines so that we can bring new people over. So doing new survival series is a bad idea because, sadly, they don't bring in anyone new to the channel. And that's not what the people that already watch my channel are expecting to see. So maybe I'd get away with the short-term hardcore series because it's popular at the time, or maybe if I did one of those 1,000 Days series, because it's trending at the time. But generally speaking, to add a new series to a new thing is a bad idea and quite damaging for the channel. So there you go. That was way over the top answer to that question. Wasn't even that part of the question, but there you go. You know now. Wednesday said, actually did sub to your YouTube channel actually quite a while ago, actually. Haha. Well, good. Mitt says, I keep my son on my account so I can keep an eye on what he's watching. I won't let him have his own yet, but he's really good at knowing what he can and can't watch. I also know you moved on, but I already started writing, so yeah, fair enough, Mitt. Do your kids think it's cool you're a Minecraft YouTuber? Yeah, I think so. Jack was embarrassed for a while, but I think he's quite keen on the idea of it again, and Oliver keeps telling me I'm famous, so that... That's nice to hear. James says, what's your favourite type of question? It's questions about favourites, James. General Jag, subscribe with Amazon Prime. Sorry, it took me a while to get to you, General Jag. I've been reading many messages and explaining lots of answers. Subscribe for 15 months saying, keep it up, chap. Excellent content as always. Thank you very much. Ranger says, no worries, Foxy. Just wondering because I really enjoyed them. Yeah, and I enjoyed having them out there. I just don't like making them because I have to be smart and clever and not make mistakes and remember what I'm supposed to be doing, which I haven't done add-ons for such a long time I've forgotten, so I've got to learn it all again. Silk Touch or Fortune with crafting box to make blocks for iron. What? Silk Touch or Fortune with crafting box to... I don't understand what you mean, Mike Burton. Try again. Vexalta says, sadly, I had an allergic reaction to the vaccine, so I'm on the no booster list. Well, that's sad news. Hopefully you keep yourself safe and away from people. Logan Plays Minecraft says, I respect that. Good, I'm glad you did. Swindlespin says, have you ever looked at pulsed falling lava to light your portals in Zombie Piglin Farm? No, because I never play Minecraft with fire spread on. I won't do it because it's rubbish. Fire spread should be banned, in my opinion. But no, it's a good idea, but it won't work for me. Kavon says, when can I get a Foxy and Fab map on the marketplace? When can I get a Foxy and Fab map on the marketplace? Marketplace stuff's all still going through at the moment. It's still getting sort of enrolled in the entire system. There's a few things that I've got access to now that I didn't before. So I guess probably soon I can start pushing stuff through. But I've actually nothing to push through yet. I've not got anything finished, ready to go. So I need to get on that. But it's on the list of many, many things to do. What's under the lakes as Dad plays? No, nothing. Nothing, absolutely nothing at all. There's no secret base there, my friend. I can tell you that much. Swindlespin says, I do. Works well. Good. Captain Caveman says, I wanted to vote for the poll options, but it only let me do one. Well, I only wanted you to vote for one because I did put the most because I need to know what people are really, really deep down want from my channel, and not everything doesn't help me at all. I want to know what's your absolute favorite, and you might like everything, but if you've got a situation where you've got a choice and you can't decide, maybe you're at a restaurant and you're looking at the menu and you've got, oh man, there's fish and chips or there's pie, or there's this that are steak, and I want all three, but you don't really know what you fancy. As soon as you choose one, you know whether you wanted that one or not. So you go, I'll have the steak, and then you go, no, actually, I don't want steak. I really want fish and chips. And then once you make a decision, you know whether it's the right or the wrong one, and you make the other decision. So do that. When you see a poll like that, and you think, I want all three of those, pick one, and then don't click it, but pick it and say, I'm going to pick that one, and then you'll know if that's the right one you wanted to pick. Does unbreaking still cause block lag issues, says Reefslayer? It does, unless you have a specific thing turned on your server, which then makes it so that everybody falls out of the sky, which is great. Flying doesn't work ever so well when you turn it on, but at least block lag goes away. Prowl made a gold farm with fire tick off, so that would work, says Logan Plays. I've made a gold farm with fire tick off. Use flint and steel. Mike on Switch says you can also publish marketplace content on behalf of others. I can, yes, providing that obviously I've looked at it and made sure it was suitable and isn't going to give my channel a bad name. But yeah, and I'm very open to doing that as well. I want to create partnerships with as many people as possible and push as much content as possible to the marketplace and make the most of it. Dad Plays says, can you come into my world and build an iron farm? No, but you've got to get a very easy to follow tutorial soon for a very easy iron farm to build. So keep your eye out for that. Make sure you subscribe to FoxyNoTail on YouTube for those. Swindlespoon says, order all of them. Order them all. What? Word in the Old says, worst thing to put on a pizza? Chicken, because it always just goes burnt and weird and horrible. It's not very nice. I think Prowse uses dispensers and flint and steel instead of lava and wood, which is what I use, says Razor's Edge. Jesse B says, pie and steak. You can't make me pick, says Jesse B. I can make you pick. You're only allowed to pick one. Right. Where are we up to? That was 10 minutes worth of crazy questions. Right, we are making our way around this lake. We're not doing too much of a bad job, but I'm a little bit... I don't really want to fill in this little bit. I really like this natural little cove. In fact, I'm tempted to dig out a little bit of under there and have like a little cavey thing going on and maybe like a boat bit. A boat bit? A bit you can come out on a boat. But I would like to lead it up or join it all up with this side as well so we can have more houses over here. So we need to decide, am I going to dismantle the cliff, flatten it out a bit to build the houses on, or are we going to terraform the lake a bit, build out the shoreline so that we can build houses on? There's not a great deal of room to go back. We could easily cut this bit off here, but we've already got stuff going on down there. We've got my tunnel I don't really want to destroy too much. Ooh. Look at all that I left from a very long time ago. I don't really want to destroy all that. So I guess we probably should concentrate on building out the lake and maybe making a bridge. But it's going to have to be a short but quite high bridge here, which could be a tricky thing to do on a live stream. Building stuff that I'm not confident with on live stream is tricky. And we need somewhere for it to go. So I think we'll have to shave a bit of that area off there. So we can go over there with the bridge and then build out around there and carry on. Does that make sense? Lol, you are reading answers to conversations you had 2 minutes ago, says Swindlespoon. What? You're reading answers to conversations you had 2 minutes ago. Terraform the lake. I think it would look far better, says Razor's Edge. I agree. What's the worst thing about Minecraft, says Dad Plays? At the moment, it's all the bugs. Yeah, it's pretty much it for me at the moment is the worst thing. Lack of time, says Mitz, is the worst thing about Minecraft. Mr. Balrog says, correct. It's literally impossible to use lava to light a portal without using fire spread mechanic to do so. So a world with fire spread turned off, it won't work, says Mr. Balrog. Shoreline, says Reef Slayer. Yeah, okay. Right, let's grab some wood. He says, looking longingly at his very, very empty looking wood box. Okay, let's... I've got another one around here, which is the wood pile. Where did we put wood? Oh, it's on this side, wasn't it? There it is. I remembered in the end. Let's make ourselves some slabby McSlabs and thingy McThings. And let's have a go at making a bit of a bridge. We haven't got anywhere for it to go to yet or connect to, but that's fine. It's the bridge that's the most important bit right now. Now, technically, if we was to come off at this bit here, that might be better than going there, but that's got the nice sort of 3-bit. 3-bit? You know what I mean? It's got a 3-bit. That's what we need. We need the 3-bit, guys. Right. I don't want to put the legs too far in there either. So let's dig that away. It's going to be quite a short, stumpy bridge. Let's go across to this side. Maybe we could dig it out a little bit more so it doesn't feel quite as tight. Oh no, I broke my drip leaf. No. Oh, it did break. I did get it. That's all right then. Whew. I was going to cry then. Drip leaf smashed to bits. The grind, says Razor's Edge. That's the hardest part of Minecraft. Depends what you're doing. It really depends. I've also written another script. I don't know whether you'll like this one, Jesse B. We've all suffered from this recently. I've written a script to make a... Oh, no. That's why we didn't dig this bit down. Oh, jeez. My furnace room's just got wet. I've written a script for a video. I'm wondering why I'm writing scripts. I'm starting to make different, or do my videos hopefully more professionally. All about burnout, not just for content creators, but for people that play Minecraft just generally as well, and how to avoid it, and how to give yourself more inspiration to carry on and play and do more things in your world when you're feeling that I just can't be bothered attitude that we all get from time to time. I think we got away with it, guys. I think we got away with it. I don't think... Oh, we like maybe a torch there. Other than I think we got away with it. I think water may have gone down here, but mostly... look, there's a torch there missing. Can't really go anywhere. Score! Ooh, that will hit close to home, says Jesse. Yeah, well, we all suffered from it. I know you struggled with it on and off this year, particularly. So, no, not necessarily burnout. Burnout's the wrong word. Burnout's one of those words that everybody throws around on YouTube and you expect it to mean a certain thing. It's more, I don't know the better word to describe it, but it's more it's more like writer's block for YouTube. When you want to do something, and as a content creator you've got that pressure that you need to do something because you feel that your audience is expecting it, but sometimes you just don't know what to do, where to start, or you've just lost a little bit of confidence in getting your creativity up, and it can be a really hard thing to get back again. So yeah, hopefully that will help people. I just got to record it. But it's going to be I don't really like to do like talking head videos, when I've actually got my face on there, because I don't think they're going to perform particularly well on my channel. But I don't see any other way of doing that one. I can put clips and like clips of the game in there, but most of it is going to need to see my face in the video. You need a break now and again, says Swindlesford. Yeah, well, that's basically, I don't want to give the end of the video away, but if all else fails within the video, the best thing to do is literally just, in my opinion, if you're struggling and you can't think of something and you're stressing out about it, just take a break. Take a week off. Go and do something else. Go take some time not worrying about trying to be inspired and trying to meet your audience's expectations, because most of the people in your audience don't actually care. Yes, they want to see videos from you, but they'd rather you were happy and making good content that was quality than struggling and feeling like you owed them something. So that's basically the conclusion to it all. But there's more in there. There's a lot more in there. And there should be some fun bits as well. So keep your eye out for that. Don't know when that'll happen yet. I'm going away this weekend, so it's going to put a bit of a delay on recording things, but hopefully within the next couple of weeks. I've written it. It needs it's only a first draft, so it needs rewriting, I guess, and working on. But I'm relatively happy with it. Everybody needs me time, no matter what you do, says Dad Plays. Absolutely. It's my favourite time, me time. I'm not even joking. Everybody needs me time. And you sometimes feel selfish for having me time, but you shouldn't. As long as not all of your time is me time. If all of your time is me time, then yeah, you're probably a little bit selfish with it. But yeah, we all need me time. And we all need family time and socialising time. Something else really difficult to try and do while as a content creator or a YouTuber is to remember to just socialize or spend time with your family, because again you just feel in this constant you feel like YouTube is going to punish you if you don't upload, which is a complete myth. It's nonsense. Don't worry about that. You feel like your audience is going to punish you if you don't upload. You feel so much pressure to keep going, and sometimes you just don't have the motivation to do it, and it means that you end up putting out bad content which you didn't really want to put out, and then it performs badly, which compounds itself, makes you feel bad about the stuff you're putting out, and then you think you're not doing very well, and you think YouTube's punishing you because it's just a downward spiral. So just don't let it get to you, mate. All right? The only way. Honestly, I wished I was a bit for focused on playing Minecraft, says Red Lad. I'm not going to give you all my tips and tricks just yet. You have to watch the video, okay? Jeez. Stop trying to steal all of my content before I've even recorded it. It's not fair. You content stealers. Get your own content. That looks a bit wonky, doesn't it? It looks a bit wonky, that. I'm just going to put that out there. Your bridge, mate, it looks a bit wonky. It's got some holes in it. Sometimes I need some time on my own, says JCB. I agree. Do it like your podcast style. Grind in the background while you talk, says JCB. Yeah, but then I wouldn't want to put it out as a video. I want the video to be slick and polished and be clickable and get many views and have good retention. I could do it as a podcast, but then I wouldn't put it on my channel. It would just be a podcast. Put it on my second channel. That's not going to do me very many favors in the old YouTube game. No, I'm not allowed to place one there. No beans, bro. Not allowed to place one there. I don't like this bridge, Jesse. I have made a pig's ear of it. Don't like it at all. I'm going to have to take some inspiration outside of the stream, I think, and do it again. Honestly, I wished I was a bit... Oh, I've read that one. Jeez. Stop writing the same things, will you? No, you just haven't read it below it. Oh, yeah. Woden the Old says, in a recent video, you asked about if 1.17.32 is working correctly, and I am currently watching Iron Homes, Iron Golems, I guess, spawning on signs I've used to keep the lava. Yeah, Iron Golems will spawn on pretty much anything in 1.17.32. And yeah, the whole thing is very broken. So my advice to you would be to watch my video on easy to build iron farms, which will be coming out probably Friday if Slack lets me. Because I've got all of the tips and tricks for you for 1.17.32 when it comes to iron golems. Everybody needs... Oh, I've read that one as well. My workmates were like, how have you not burned out yet, says Mr. Bolrog. Little do they know, I am building stuff in Super X to re-energize. Well, there you go. Holes is okay. It shows age on the bridge, says Razor's Edge. Yeah, but it's such a small bridge, the holes look massive in comparison, so I just didn't like it. I don't like the legs, the way the legs work either. I don't want this big bridge to be a big bridge. Oh, I know what might work. Fence posts. Fence posts down the side could be very, very just what we needed. Excuse me, many goats and wandering traders. It looks like it's about to go nighttime as well. Have I got any fence posts, bro? Bruh. No. I've got some sticks, though. And I've got loads. So much junk! So many junks! Why I got so much junk, bro? Need to put some stuff away. Right, okay. Make me some fence posts, please. 24. That should do. Oh, yeah, definitely bedtime. Horizontal logs between the posts, this Windowspin. That might work. Making it less of an arch bridge and more flat will likely help. Yeah, but I want boats to be able to go under it, Jesse. It's just a bit short, which probably makes you like it less. Yeah, I agree with you, but it's already a bit low for boats. You're going to be smacking your head on it. So, And especially if I'm about to put fence posts in it as well. Maybe this isn't going to be a boaty bridge. Maybe that's okay if it's not. That's fine. It doesn't have to be. Not everything works out the way we want it to, and that's fine. As long as we had a good time together on stream, making funky things, it's all good. That looks awful. What a bad job you're doing, Mr. No-Tail. I know. Maybe down a bit there. Oh my goodness me, this looks terrible. What have I done? I'm sure the other side didn't look that awful. Did the other side look that awful? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Now I feel it's too wide. I want it to be too wide now. Do you know what I mean? Like, only 2 blocks. Well, geez. English is rubbish, isn't it? It doesn't work at all. You want it to be too wide? Well, that'd be too wide then, won't it? No, I want it to be... Oh, jeez. No! Oh, jeez. Why didn't you tell me? Now look, me tree. Oh, no. Oh, no, I'll have to do a Jesse B and build a new tree out of dirt. This is all I got on me. Jeez. Stupid creepers. Who invited you? Ruining everyone's day in Minecraft. No, this is bad news. R.I.P. tree, says Razor's Edge. Don't worry, we got the technology. We can build new ones. Believe it or not, you can actually get the same wood that tree was made out of in the game and build things with it. So I just like build a new one. It's all good. It's crazy, this game. It lets you do like anything. Whoa, you got tree wood. I know, man. Make my trees out of it. Look at the mess it made. Gee whiz, I can't believe the hole that creeper's made. That creeper appears to have blown a bit of an hole. I could really do with another fence post. Have I really used... Oh no, I've got 6 left. Yeah, one there. That's all good. Is that another one? No, it's just the sound of me walking on moss. Jeez. Has that gone into me? No, it's got in me thing again. Oh, me torches. Crikey. Can't have anything, can I? Can't have anything. Well, this one's gone off again. Jeez. You couldn't resist, as Jesse B. I liked your dirt mound, Jesse. Your dirt tree. It was lovely. It had character. Tree 21, 21 to 21, 21. That was a charge creeper. It's a big hole. No, just because it was all moss. Moss is dead easily breakable. It was just moss. And bad planning on my part. Not good enough lighting around the area for smelly creepers, basically. Oh no! Razor's Edge! You properly got me then, you meanie! That was awful. I don't think that creeper noise has ever got me so much as that. So how's it going, Foxy, says Mitz? Oh yeah, it's going well, thank you very much. That was so mean. That was the meanest creeper sound ever. Wow, you guys, absolutely ruthless. That was so mean. Oh, I'm crying. Can't believe you did that. Thank you, JCB, for clipping that. Really, I got yelled at for that tree. I thought it was lovely, said Jesse B. Oops, sorry, Mr. No-Tail, says Razor's Edge. Don't worry about it. That's what it's there for. That's what it's there for. Oh, jeez. Oh, dear. Oh, man. That was funny, but it was also incredibly mean. a log down there. Why not? Why not? If we're going to be mucking about with the area, we can spruce it up a bit. Pop a torch in there. Put a grass path block there. Let some light shine through it because it's a non-full block. We got this. Look at that. Beautiful. You would have never known there was stuff there before that's no longer there. Genius. All thanks to that creeper. And I think it looks better because of that creeper, actually. It's done me a favour. So I'm mildly happy that everything got blown up. Although that needs to move now. We need to have that where the path's going to go. So we'll pop that. Put that there. Put the grass path there. Put that on there. That needs to be raised up now because that doesn't make any sense. We go. It's all right. We could probably do with some torches on the bridge. Another one of those there. That looks awful. But it's all right for a stream bridge. It'll do. Stop moaning at me. Jeez, you lot are mean. I mean, it looks rubbish. What do you mean Mr. Beardstone could do better? Get out of it. What's he know about bridges? Best clip ever, says Blue Cat Eyes. Wow. Can't wait to watch that one back, you bunch of meanies. I don't like those torches at all. That looks awful. Why do you even let me do these things? Bruh. I need more lanterns. It's the only way. Whee. Honestly, I like the bridge. Definitely has character, says JCB. Yes, it has the character of this bridge will win world's worst bridge competition. Yes. It's exactly what I built it for. Maybe at the ends. That's a bit close to that one now. Oh, that's... Oof. That's not right now. It'll do. Ooh, no. Ooh, ah, ooh. Looks bad. How did that... What? I think we just need to throw a few more leaves around that. Ah! No, ideally not fall down the hole. I like it too, says Jesse B. Well, thank you very much. You're both too kind. Literally, like, way too kind because it looks awful. But I appreciate it. It'll do. It's all right. Not as good as this bridge. This bridge is epic. That bridge is rubbish. But it'll do. I need to fill the floor in now. I need to fill floor in. What are we going to put the floor in? Coarse dirt, I guess. And maybe some other types of dirt and things. What can you put at the bottom of the lake that looks lakey? Dirt. Bit of granite maybe would go in there a bit. Maybe some andesite. Clay would look good. I haven't got any clay though. Mossy cobble. Will Podzol stay Podzol or will it change underwater? Will it just turn to dirt? It's a question on everybody's mind. Nobody knows. We'll find out soon enough. Moss would be good. If we had some moss down here, that would be quite helpful. Something like that around there will work. We'll finish that off at some point. Ah, cobble. Should stays Podzol when under a block. Okay. I don't say anything. I just get moaned at for you thinking I'm moaning, says Mitz. Are you moaning at me? Are you moaning at now? Who's moaning? Jeez. Give me a break, Mitz. Always getting at me. Telling me stuff. Oh, somebody subscribed and you need to add them as a VIP. Oh, shut up. Leave me alone. True story. It's basically what it's like between me and Mitz on a daily basis. Ta-da! lovely. It looks nice under the bridge and all now. Beautiful. Great. We've done a good job, peeps. We've done an epic job. And on that note, you know what time it is. It's hammer time. No, it's not hammer time. I kept saying that to my kids this weekend for some reason. Kept like we were walking, I'd just say stop and then hammer time, and neither of them got it. It's quite sad, really. But I had a good laugh. They had no idea what I was giggling about, but I had a good time. And that's what counts. Right. Anyway, hammer time aside, unfortunately, it is that time of the live stream, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to pack our bags, put our crafting tables away, say goodbye to the window. You know, all of the usual traditions that we do at the end of the live stream. Throw our bed into the lake, just like we always do. Every single time. The number of beds that we've thrown into this lake together. There we go. And then say cheerio, goodbye, and all those good things. We should probably see if there's anyone to raid, shouldn't we? Right. Raid button. Where's that? Oh, roll. I need to do that one and then that one. And then I need to do that one. Many buttons to press. Ooh. I think today we're going to go over to Michael Switch's Bruno. I've got in my list Music Man's Loy, Thomas to Space, and Bruno. I normally go to Bruno. By the way, if your name's scrolling on the screen right now, an extra big thank you for your help and support in today's live stream. And if it's not, then an extra big thank you anyway for being here, watching, and just being part of it all. And if you've asked me questions or you've been writing in the chat, even better. And if you haven't done that because you haven't followed, hit that follow button so you can do that. And then we can talk next time. That'll be good. Anyway, Jesse B says Bruno. Lofty says Bruno. We're going to Bruno. Have a wonderful time, peeps. And I'll see you all on Thursday in 7, 6, 5... 4, 3, 2, 1. Goodbye.